Today, I'm going to tell you how you can take the Brightline train to 3 different cruise ports: Port of Miami, Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, and Port of Palm Beach. And I'll tell you how far the stations are from each port. If that sounds interesting, please keep watching. Oh, great. Why is our landline ringing? Why do we have a landline? Why do we have an answering machine? Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a splendid day. And if you're new here, welcome. If you aren't new to my channel, you may notice that I am in a different setting. And that is because we are having some home renovations done. And I am basically living in utter chaos. But the show must go on, as they say, so I wanted to record a video, so here I am. I recently took my very first trip on the Brightline from Fort Lauderdale to Miami for a cruise. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I was really impressed. So I'm going to tell you about my journey from Fort Lauderdale to Miami first, and then I'll talk about the other stations. By the way, they do offer a cruise package, which I didn't know about for my trip, so I missed out, but I'm here to make sure that you don't miss anything. I'm going to tell you all about it. Now, I've only taken the train once, so I'm not really a Brightline expert, but I've also done a deep dive on their website, and I have some interesting information to share. So without further ado, let's dive in. The Brightline is a passenger rail service that began operating in January 2018. It connects Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach. It also has stops in Boca Raton and Aventura. Soon, it will add Orlando to the mix. The website where you can purchase your tickets is gobrightline.com, and Brightline also has an app that you can download to your phone. Ticket prices vary, but one-way tickets are typically around $20 to $40, and that's for a regular ticket, or $40 to $80, and that is for a premium ticket. Those fares are one way, and the fares do vary depending on the day or the time that you want to travel. The price range is about the same no matter where you're going. If you're going to Miami to Palm Beach or Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale, those are the basic rates. And of course, Brightline does offer round-trip tickets as well. On our trip, we got premium class tickets for $42 each, and that is one way. So we paid $84, and that's really comparable to what an Uber would cost from Fort Lauderdale to the Port of Miami. But with Uber, you can always encounter some really bad traffic. South Florida is known for this, so the train is faster. Plus, you get some other perks with the premium ticket that I'll get into shortly. My first impression of the Fort Lauderdale station was, wow, it was clean and cheerful. I loved all the natural light and the views from the windows. The main waiting area has plenty of seating and a large bar where you can get coffee, a soft drink, or a cocktail. They also offer food. Our premium tickets gave us access to a private lounge. This was a lot like an airport lounge with free drinks and food. There were also places to sit and relax and charge your electronics while you wait. We were there in the morning and they offered charcuterie, muffins, pastries, fruit, yogurt, and other goodies. They also had a high-end coffee machine where you could get a cappuccino or a latte. And they had complimentary self-serve wine and beer. If you get a premium ticket, you should plan to arrive at the station at least 30 minutes before you depart on the train. That way you'll get to take advantage of all the amenities. Our train arrived right on time and we boarded. As a premium ticket holder, we got a complimentary beverage and we each ordered mimosas. Very nice. They also gave us complimentary snacks. The train also has racks for your luggage. Before we knew it, we were in Miami about 30 minutes later. It was a very quick and very smooth trip. The Miami station is larger than the Fort Lauderdale station, but it had the same bright and airy decor and a bar where you can get food and drinks. Just to test it, we tried to use our premium tickets to get into the lounge in Miami, but it didn't work. Apparently, you can only get into the premium lounge at your boarding station. When we were ready to go to the Port of Miami, we called an Uber. Now, you can reserve an Uber on Brightline's website, but we didn't do that. We just called it when we got there. I wanted to take my time and explore the station a little bit. What I didn't know is that I didn't need to call an Uber at all if only I had booked this special cruise package, but now I know. The Uber from the Miami Brightline station to the port of Miami was about $15. It's about a 2-mile drive and it took about 10 minutes. Very, very quick. After taking the train, I think this will be our preferred method of transportation to get to the Miami cruise port. It was really an excellent experience. Now let's talk a little bit about the Fort Lauderdale station in case you are cruising out of Port Everglades and want to take the Brightline train. The Fort Lauderdale Brightline station is about 5 miles from Port Everglades, and the ride is about 15 to 20 minutes. An Uber ride will cost you about $20. Of course, rates can vary. And if you're going to Port of Palm Beach, maybe to take a Margaritaville cruise, the station is also about 5 miles from the port. The drive is about 15 to 20 minutes. I haven't been to the West Palm station, but based on the Fort Lauderdale and the Miami Brightline stations, I'm sure it's very similar. If you are staying in a hotel and want to take the train to a cruise port, Brightline's website has a special cruise package that includes a pickup from your home or hotel and a ride to the port. I didn't know this when I booked because I didn't go to the offer section on Brightline's website. Whoops. So instead, I paid for my own Uber. Brightline calls this package from station to vacation. And again, you can find it on the offer section on Brightline's website. Now let's talk about airport service from Fort Lauderdale or Miami. If you're flying into Fort Lauderdale because it was cheaper than Miami, but you need to get to the port of Miami, Brightline is a great option. And of course, vice versa if you're flying into Miami and cruising out of Fort Lauderdale. On their website, Brightline says they do offer shuttle service to and from these two airports. One-way fares are $10 and you can pay when you board the shuttle. So at the Miami airport, the Brightline shuttle can take you to the train station. The shuttle will pick you up at the Miami Hotel's shuttle zone, and that is located in Arrivals. And if you're flying into Fort Lauderdale, you can catch a Brightline shuttle to the Fort Lauderdale Brightline station. The fare is the same, and the shuttle picks up at ground transportation, also in Arrivals. On Brightline's website, I didn't see any shuttle information about the West Palm Airport. I feel like Brightline is such a fun and entertaining way to travel between West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. So if you are in one of these cities and need to travel to another one of these cities to hop on a cruise, this is a great option. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'd also like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I do lots of different travel videos on lots of different topics, and I would absolutely love it if you would join my traveling party. Have you ever been on the Brightline train? If so, leave me a comment and tell me how you liked it. If you'd like to talk travel with me just a little bit longer, I will link 2 videos at the end that I think you might like. The video on the left is my best recommendations for Fort Lauderdale, what to see and what to do if you're here pre or post cruise. And the video on the right is all about one of my favorite places in the entire world, and that is Isla Morada in the Florida Keys. Until next time, I hope you have happy and safe travels. I appreciate you and thank you so much for watching. Bye now.